comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
This is the captain from DEADPIT's Captain's Quarters on the YouTube. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hello. I'm in the TV. There we go. What is up? That's what I'm saying. I'm hyped. Let me fix something because I'm driving me nuts. There. 11 people watching my nonsense right now. It's great, right? There's Dana. She's walking through the room. There she goes. She goes out the door.
No, I'm not going out the door. I'm checking on the dogs.
She let the dogs out. Hey, Blair.
Warning, guys. Steve's got White Claw.
I got watermelon White Claw in an extra small can. They decided to put it in a midget Red Bull can. And this is the only one I've had, so it's not. And then plus, this thing ain't got nothing in it. It's not like those big ones that they sell single. Those some bitches got some shit in it. I'll tell you, she said, hey, you said, hey, Dana. Dana? Hey. Hey, Darren, can we, if you're still up for the show tomorrow, can we start it around 3 your time? It'll be 10 a.m. our time. We got to go take the dogs for, or at least 2 dogs, to see Santa. Not my idea. Yeah, I don't think I will. That boy could have died from a damn Coke. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, how about you give us a like? And why is hard capitalized? Yeah, John, I can't really, the flavors are a little weird. Oh, shit.
Is that the boss?
Yeah. The boss is watching. It's blown out. But, oh, okay, Darren. Thank you, bub. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the White Claw flavors are really shitty. And,
So why do you keep getting...
well, they're just like, I initially said blood orange, and I like that one. But then I saw like a 6-pack of this for like $8 or something, which is cheaper than spending $15, $16 on a bunch of random flavors. I don't want black cherry. I don't want cranberry. I mean, who likes cranberry? Cranberry flavored anything. I mean, fuck that shit.
People like cranberry sauce.
How about prune flavored? Prune coconut. All right. So, got my notification for Vinegar Syndrome. But that's it. Oh, the big guy. Ho, ho. DEADPIT on Patreon. Tiers start at $1. The future is going to be pretty cool on Patreon, so you probably want to jump on it.
Is it going to be so bright you got to wear shades?
I have shades. I have multiple shades on my desk. Hey, Christopher V. These are crooked, but I love these Bruce Lee glasses I got from the Bruce Lee store. And then I bought some more, and they changed the entire makeup of them, and they look ridiculous. These ones don't look ridiculous, but I had a wreck with these on, and then one of the lenses just popped out. But I popped it back in, but they're like this. So one side is a little wonky. I'm gonna have to get like a hair dryer and kind of loosen it up and figure out to make it stable. Well, Phantasm Mike, it's a struggle. But, so Vinegar Syndrome sent me the thing, and basically all they did was print the label, and it hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't been to the post office or FedEx or whatever the fuck. So I have no clue when it's coming. Severin is going to run Christmas. Let's be honest. You see my Franco. I didn't have to pay $45 for the Franco topper. Yeah, I'm anxiously waiting something from Severin. I wreck a lot because I don't pay attention. But I haven't had a wreck in...
Don't say anything, Steve.
Before that, it was 7 years. So I think, that's not bad for me. So I hear that the big guy might be getting the Nundle. He's going to join in on the Nun love. So I watched 2 more films from this. I watched a story of a cloistered nun and images in a convent. Ken Carlson, Are you grabbing RoboCop and Werewolf in London in 4Ks? Maybe RoboCop, but I'm not a big one on Werewolf in London. For some reason, I'm just not as in love with that as everybody else.
Coming out in 4K?
Yes, baby.
Oh, I'll be getting that.
God damn it, Darren. Your shit's already been shipped. And mine's still fucking in their warehouse or hadn't even been dumped at the post office or wherever.
Steve, you better move to the UK.
I should move to the UK so I can get faster shipping of my Vinegar Syndrome shit. They should have done something, John. They should have done some Eric Idle and put that on there, yeah. But Story of a Clustered Nun. This is a surprising entry in this. Now, it does have nun nudity. It does have some lesbianism between the nuns. And there's some wild stuff as far as, and they get in trouble. And then one of the nuns gets pregnant, and everybody takes blame for the baby. And it's I will say this: Susie Kendall is very unlikable in the first part of this movie. It's amazing that this movie it goes this one direction, and then it changes, and it has a lot of it's very sentimental and has feelings at the end. So no one's really all bad and stuff. It's kind of crazy. That is great, Wes. Your anniversary of Vinegar Syndrome orders and shippings dates. So, I was kind of impressed with it. And also, so far I've seen 3 of them. And Story of a Clustered Nun is the best looking transfer so far. The next transfer is kind of, and that's Images in a Convent. That's a Joe D'Amato. Now, guess what it's got in there? It's got something that has, made this day one of the best days of my life. Nun 69. Hey, Brad. No Severin information. I don't know, Ken. I just read about that. I still have their first Blu-ray. I'm not sure if I'll upgrade. Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy's speaking over here. Alright, I'll stop. I know people getting shitty. That can become annoying, right? Nah. But anyway, this thing's got Nun 69. Wooden dildo action on a nun from another nun. I lost count of how many bushes I saw. There's pubic hair kissing and licking around the pubic hair and supposedly inside the pubic hair. So, and at the end, it's all fucking out. Crazy nuns. All the nuns, even the big ones, show their coochie and stuff. It's crazy. Ooh! Yikes! I was looking for my nun habit, but I can't find it anywhere. Oh. Pablo. David Greger was unloading on a customer. Well. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Scream Factory does have a lot of issues here and there. A lot of recalls and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I'm at the last one. I watched a few of the extras and talking to some of the stars and stuff. It's pretty of these movies. It's pretty cool. I got the true story of the Nun of Manzala. Manzi. I haven't watched that one yet, so that's my one. And I did get, hopefully this has got a better transfer, the 4K of Terminator 2. Got the steelbook of that since I couldn't contain it. Couldn't contain the spending. The spending habit. The spending habit. That's Rob Zombie, Wes, that does the, whoa, yeah! But yeah, I mean, it's some crazy shit going on this year. Well, Wesley Vance, no, I don't think she watched. She might have saw that first one, the Christine Nun, Devil Nun, but I don't think she watched most of it. Kim Carlson coming up with a Robert Long question. Has Death Game from '77 ever had a DVD release? I think it's out on Blu-ray if we're talking about the one with Sandra Locke and yeah, Sandra Locke. That damn thing gets hot, y'all. Let me try this hat and see how good it gets. What's over here? Whoa! This is Inception. Jeremy spoken in class today. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Oh, look like I got a black eye. I don't know what this red thing is. Don't know. You get old and you get spots, and you don't know what caused them. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I heard that Phantasm Matt or Phantasm At. I think they got the same company or something to make them. On at least that one. So, I mean, I've seen some covers and stuff for Death Game. So I think they actually remade that too. There's a remake out, and I'd be surprised if that didn't go to Blu-ray, but it might have not. It might have just been something. But Sandra Locke was in that, and she actually I'm thinking about Knock Knock, because that basically was a remake of Death Game, and she was in it. But whew, it's hot, man. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I can see both things there. Definitely, you don't want to. You would think you want to do it. Yeah. It looks like it basically looks like their Forgotten Jolly box. It's basically the same box with different artwork, but you gotta be careful. You don't want to alienate your peoples, because I mean, sure, I mean, definitely there's a lot of people who complain, and I mean, at some point the dam's going to break and you're just going to say something stupid. definitely I've done that. My dam breaks, and I'm just like, fuck you, motherfuckers. And until I calm down. But yeah, I mean it's hard. I can't imagine doing I mean that's something I would really love to do. Work at one of those places, but I don't want to be the responsible person of that area. And I think there is still a sale going on. There's a sale going on at Arrow and Kino right now. But I'm just going to have to wait. The Kochek Night Stalker set is down to like $50. So we need to find out more details. I want to know what's going on specifically. I mean, that's what we all believe is going on, Wesley, with that. But who knows? But yeah, let me see something here. Let me change my damn thing here. Here comes the money. Ooh. Sure. Here comes the funny. Here comes the funny. Yeah, I mean, it's... Who wants to keep blowing their fucking money? It's too much money going out the window here, buddies. Wow, that's amazing. I don't know how I did that. Oh. There. Well, there we go. Boom. Let's see. I don't know why there's multiple ones, but whatever. Let's take a look on Dawn of the Disc. I mean, I know some people might like this Sword and a Sorcerer, but I mean, back in the day, it was on HBO and all these channels forever, and I think it does have some boobs in it, and it's all right. But Albert Pym or whatever his name is, that dude lost his fucking mind making movies. You know, it's really shitty movies later on. I don't know about the Martian, Chris. That's weird. Yeah, John, I think they're just a better ran, or at least, well, maybe they got more people, more staff, more structure since, I mean, I don't know. And there's our lab made a mistake. And I think it was really important because I think you missed some nudity from Ingrid Pitt, and I don't want to miss any of that. Oh man, is that coming out? Oh man, why would you not release this Christmas movie with David Bowie? And you're gonna wait till fucking February? That's not a bad double feature. This Gun for Hire, I think I've seen that maybe. Pan's Labyrinth? I know the transfer for the 4K was shit. Or at least that's what I was told. So I just got the Blu-ray. Some Umbrella and reading some more Australian stuff. There we go. Ingrid Pitt getting out of the tub. That's an important scene. Yeah. The original Nightmare Alley, which I think Del Toro loosely or remade it based upon whatever script or book it's made on. I was looking at this one. Mexican horror is pretty good shit, but I think, yeah, this must be some really old. Yeah, this is like 68, 57. So I'm not sure about those. I should show you my freaking. I put this video, this Mexican movie, on my channel, my YouTube channel, that is, and it's got 47,000 views on it. And 200 additional people subscribe to my channel, and it's like I'm up to over 500, maybe 583 or something. I mean, the reason I put that up there was because it was in Spanish, and this is a sequel to another movie, and I watched the first movie, and it had on YouTube it translates Spanish to English. Not very well, but at least you can see something, understand something they say. So I uploaded it to my channel, and and after a day, it already done you could watch it in with English subtitles. Really, that's the only reason I did that, but I never expected that 47,000 people would, 47,000 views would happen. Now, I saw about this. About the Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein coming out from Arrow. I really don't think that's a good movie at all, but don't get an ego. I'm anti-ego. This looks cool. Yeah, man, you can't. Some of the shit doesn't make sense. And some of it it must have not even detected audio. So yeah, it was very hard to watch the film, or both films actually. And they were saying that this movie was made like in 1957 or something. And it was the first appearance of a child vampire, which he's only in the movie a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to see it. Hey, Brad. Shoot. I think my channel's just called Steve Benningfield. I can't even. YouTube. Oh yeah, definitely. You can watch a shit ton of WCW stuff on there. It's really cool, like the old Saturday night shows. That was some cool shit back in the day. What the fuck, y'all? Your channel. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Here's the Here's the link to that video. I got some wonky stuff going on. What did I order? Brad is asking. Ordered Ebola from Vinegar Syndrome. Ordered Ebola virus. Oh yeah, I have seen Night of the Demon. I watched it a couple weeks ago. I got the old DVD of it, and pretty happy. I mean, the DVD's not as good as the Blu-ray because I saw the transfer. But, you know, for right now, I'm not paying $35 for that. That's just insanity. So let me change this so I can get a better look of my my desktop. Let me see. Let me check my emails. For Severin, what I got was the Santa Sagre 4K. It was down to $30, and I got Patrick Still Lives. All right. All right, here's what I got. Ebola virus. I got the Champagne and Bullets, which I believe sold out. I got Trauma. Argento's Trauma, which I've been wanting. I have, multiple rips. I have a DVD, but, I had a VHS of it. Also got two slip cases or slip covers, whatever. Graduation Day, I got that for Dana, and I got.
Yeah, and go ahead and tell the funny story about Maggie Steve.
Okay.
And that slip case.
And I also got Frightmare for some reason. That one I'm not. I was like shit, but basically Graduation Day. So these things are $8 or so now. I forgot how much. And so I came home. I think I sold this before, but I'll tell it again. And Dana goes, wait a second. That's just way too much. Don't do it. Don't get it for me. And then I showed her the picture of it, and then she goes, oh, that's nice. And a few minutes later, she goes, well, if you want to get it for me, you can, but you don't have to. And it was like the biggest change or biggest turn in wrestling history. Wow. Hello, masters of the 80s. Let's see what's back here. I was trying to see. There's a link. I got the DVD of Come Drink With Me, which is a pretty good martial arts film from it says 66, so. I'm not a big Beatles fan, but Dana is. I can't remember. I got her one of those movies. I got her one of the Criterions, but I mean, she'll probably get it. She got the White Album recently, the big 4-disc set. There's the big thing, big Robo Coupe. Delirium, which for me, this movie sucks. But maybe there's probably some fans out there. I like the Delirium from Italy with Mickey Herite. That's a good one. That one is horrible, to be honest. In my opinion. Nightmare, which I think is a Target. I think that's a Hammer movie from the. I can't really. The Shout Factory is releasing The Core. Unbelievable. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Nah. Where are you? The complete series? Oh, I might get that. Of Scooby-Doo. I remember watching Chomps. What the fuck? Come on, damn it. Give me some stuff. Yeah. It was indeed a quick turn. Hello? Hillary? Let's do it! Ants. I seen this. Now it's down to 9. I seen this at Walmart, but If I saw it for $9.99, I might be tempted. Oh, Teen Wolf. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot that Kino Lorber's putting out the Antichrist. So I might have to upgrade my collection or just wait a little bit until that shit goes down a little bit on their sales. Let us do it. Sator, I didn't care for that a whole lot. I didn't care a whole lot. I mean, it was all right. Some of it was better than others, but for VHS 94, it wasn't spectacular. Murphy's Law, Remo Williams. Oh, yeah. Reanimator coming out on 4K. Yeah, I just wish they would had a 4K of Malignant. Yeah, X-Ray. Was it scarier? I don't think anything was scary really in Exorcist 2. I think that Linda Blair looked hot as hell in that movie. But I guess the music was scary when, you know. Oh. This is one I'm debating, is the Punisher. Because I got the DVD of the where they did some they did some new footage, but it was mainly just kind of like comic. They just took them and took pictures of the action and stuff. It was kind of more like a comic beginning to, I guess, because they shot some footage and basically wrote out a complete character of the movie. Not a comic book character, but it's a character, and they reinserted it, and they went back and did all this for that special DVD. But man, that's a sweet cut. But I'm not one that's going to just go buy something because it's got a cool steelbook. Oh, that's cool, Scott. I mean, the movie is really wacky as shit, but the music is pretty good. I like that kind of. Oh yeah. I figured he was drunk in most things around that time. Yeah, John. I mean, that happens a lot, man. Because I got that fucking. I got the Bird with Crystal Plumage when Arrow put it out on the Blu-ray and had the real, the new transfer or whatever. And then next thing you go, they got the 4K. 6 months to maybe almost a year later and shit. I was like, fuck this. I'm not. And I didn't buy the last Blu-ray of Deep Red either. It's not going. What the fuck is Full Moon releasing a Sergio Martino movie? That's weird. And I saw this. Touch of Evil 4K is like $50 or something crazy. I mean, I don't get it. Looper was okay, and then I saw that they're releasing the 4K of Escape from LA. I got AFCA. I got an email from them. They had a new Christmas mixtape for like $4, so I went ahead and grabbed it and watched some of it the other day, and it was all right. It's a little weird, but all those mixtapes are. Oh, Satanist, they're not going to re-release that? I'm glad I got it before they didn't release it. Ooh! This is one movie I really champion because it's just nuts. Well, I don't know. I like it. Satan's Children. No, I'm not going to get Kindred. Sounds like the skipper. Yeah, I mean, I went and saw it at the theater, John. Escape from L.A. I mean, it's 90s. It's not, I mean, I won't say it's horrible, but it's not as, obviously not as good as Escape from L.A. or New York. Salsa, the motion picture. I still haven't watched the 4K. Dana got it of the thing. I was waiting for some snow or something, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. Ravenous. Nicholas Nickleby. Uh-oh. Stunt Rock. Death Wish at 120 decibels. What's that? Sorcery is the band that plays on that. It's just a weird fucking movie with music, crazy music, and stunts. The big guys chiming in about the quality of Escape from L.A. I haven't ordered Synapse's 4K yet, but I am going to order it soon, probably next week or so. I'm going to get it on Diabolic because it's like $50 or $60 on Amazon right now, and you can get, and it's only $38 or so on Diabolic. Even with paying $5 shipping, it's still cheaper. And here's John. He commented on this post. Urbato is about as interesting as watching the damn paint dry. So there you go. I saw some guy I was watching on YouTube going on. He got his fucking package before I did. Hell yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with a watermelon and swords. But he didn't know shit. He was buying shit and didn't even know what the movie was, if he had seen it. Why? Who are these people that do this? In Seinfeld accent. Who are these people? I'm not buying fucking... I ain't spending fucking $30 on some shit that I don't even know if it's good. Fuck these idiots. They're hipsters or something. I don't know what the fuck you would call them that buy shit that they haven't seen and don't know the quality of it. Like I watched yesterday. Everybody's going on about Creature. And I watched it again, which I've seen it a few times. I wouldn't spend a dime on that shit. That's just not a great movie. Not a fun movie. Maybe a little fun, but not worth fucking crazy amounts of money. Not worth fucking $20. I can tell you that. I guess they're releasing another version of Stage Fright, but it's only on Blu-ray, which has already been released. Yeah, Antichrist. Just in time for Valentine's Day. It is. Everybody's like this. It's just insanity about some bullshit. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to buy shit unless I know to have at least a fucking good idea that it's a decent film, or at least entertaining in some way. I'm just not doing it. I want to shop before I buy. I mean, I think that's a smart plan, and unless you got unlimited funds like some of these fucking retards who just spend all their money on movies. And I can't do that. Because half the shit is not worth it. Yeah, become a Patreon and hear more of this. I mean, yeah, I mean, I just, again, I don't know. It just is a strange phenomenon. I mean, obviously, they got the people who collected Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering, and then now we're moving on to baseball cards. Now we're moving on to, you know, getting these movies that you probably couldn't give away on when they were out there on VHS, and then now you're spending $25, $35 on. Fuck that. Yeah, and they love to show the boxes, this big box full of, you know, that they spent $200 plus on. I'm even hard to do that if I know that I want the movie to spend $30 on it, but I have. Yeah, I mean, and some of these dudes ain't fucking skinny, so they're eating. And they're buying fucking shit from all these fucking movies. From these independent movies that are, you know, that are shit. They're dog shit. Very few independent movies now that are made now are any good. I mean, some of them are, but they're very few. There you go. Don't Go in the House. Wow, I like that. That's a cool cover. That makes it look like an action film or something. Of course, I want to get the 4K of Thriller. I want to see the porn inserts. I wish hopefully they'll have a way of watching that without that. Like this TC 2000. I have never seen this, but maybe it seems like I had watched it on VHS. I rented it. I know this isn't worth fucking $25, $30. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Oh, this is some old shit, man. May titles. Oh, Black Friday. Goddamn fruit flies in our house are driving me nuts. I heard that they're doing I don't know, it says a restoration, a 4K restoration on Dead Alive. That'd be cool. I know I've tried to watch this film. I don't know if I watched it all. I'm not even going to say that. But Hotel Fear is coming out on Blu-ray. Alright, we're going to go back to wide. I watched the first Tiger Claw because those things were on TNT and the movie channel and stuff like that. And I watched the first one. I really liked it. Oh, speaking of Tiger Claw, if I go back to my just rant that I just made, the dude had Tiger Claws, the 3-movie trilogy, and it had Bolo Young on it. And he thought that guy, the Bolo Young, was the guy from Ricky O. And I'm like, this motherfucker doesn't know shit about this. He just buying it to make a video about unboxing it. And maybe he'll watch it and do a video about reviewing it. But I just don't get it. But, you know, I'm an old angry man. White Claw. 3-movie set. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I would watch the Tiger Claws, but I'm gonna get either purchase or get a gift of the big Shaw Brothers set that's coming out, because man, that set looks cool as fucking. It's got like, so it's like the Bruce Lee set, and then the Planet of the Apes set that's got like a book with it. Looks really cool, even though it's fucking hard to find a place to put them. Whoa, J Real kicked up. Yeah. Let's see. Blood Orange 2. Oh yeah, I actually ordered another habit so I can be a nun again. I mean, if you're talking about this set, I mean, if you're talking about the other set, the Shaw Brothers, yeah, I mean, those kind of things do take up a lot of room. Yeah, they definitely want to show more stuff. They want to show the big. Here's the fucking dick demon that I bought. This statue. I mean, that's okay. I don't know, but I'm not gonna willing to spend the $35 for the movie right now. I'm guessing if I do get the $20 credit and there is no restrictions, I would probably be more inclined to get the new Blu-ray of House by the Edge of the Park. So that would be the even though I got a really decent Blu-ray of that from Dark Force or Scorpion, whatever we put it out. So I'm not sure. I'm probably sure I'll get the Edge of the Park stuff, but I ain't got anything yet. So I'm not going to spend any more money until I get my stuff. I want my stuff. I want my stuff. Let me search something funny. You want to see something funny? Now I got to figure out this chick's name. I can't remember the fucking dude's name. Alright, let me see here. P2. Alright, so I'm getting here. Alright. Oh. Mm-hmm. So I find these things for somehow. I don't know how I always find them. On the YouTubes. Okay. Hell yeah. House guest, John. Oh, let me find up here. Yeah, I watched. That's good to know, Brad. About the no restrictions. Yeah, Eyes of Fire. I watched that. I have a VHS of that. Never watched it because I don't. I had to hook up a VHS player. But I did watch a copy, a rip of something, and it was okay. But it's definitely something I do not need. So fuck that. And Scott's asking about the Halloween Kills uncut. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I have a digital copy that I will review at some point. But John's talking about House Guest. Now, House Guest is an interesting film in my history because there's a character on there named Steve, and he in his hair he put ST3. That's where I got my name, ST3B, from House Guest. So there. Alright, so let me see here. I don't know how this is going to work. But let's Rye, the horror guy, is asking is Who Saw Her Die? Is that movie a good giallo? It's pretty good. I rewatched it and I liked it more than I have in the past. It's not your typical giallo, obviously. But it's not too bad. All right, let's see here. Hopefully, if you can't hear it, it'll be on the mic. I don't fucking know. But anyway, these people are crazy. Just for the fucking hell of it.
Hello? Don't step on my foot. Don't sit on me. Don't touch me. Stop trying to take my... Yes, you are. The usual craziness. She's still fucking... Don't scratch me! Stop hurting me! Stop hurting me! Stop hurting me!
It's not even fucking moving. Shit. Alright, fuck this. God damn it. Here. Bitch. What the fuck? I got two of them on there. Alright, let's try this.
Hello? Don't step on my foot. Don't sit on me. Don't touch me. Stop trying to take my necklace off me. I'm not trying to. Yes, you are. The usual craziness. She's still fucking... Don't scratch me! Stop hurting me! Stop hurting me! Stop hurting me in my house! Stop it! Look at me, you fucking hard fuck! No! 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 You can't take my necklace off! Stop abusing me! Stop scratching me! When I scratch you, you're gonna go to jail again! Don't
Alright, fuck it. I was gonna get the one where they got married and right after the oh shit. Oh shit. How did I get this out? I can't close it! What do I do? Okay, let's see here. All right. Well, fuck yeah, Matt. Come on. That's insanity. I'm sorry. You, unless you're fucking rich, unless you're making $100,000 a year, I think, for me, that's way too much money. And and I don't want all that. I definitely know that you could probably resell some of that shit and make make your money back to a degree. I don't know if you'll make your entire $1,000 back, but you probably would make, pay back, get the money back that you spent on these extra films that you don't want. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to be joining that club anytime soon, because I just don't see I know you're technically saving money, technically get coupons, but if I don't spend $1,000 on your shit, I'm saving a lot of money on my own. Because there's a lot of times, even in the past year or so, they had their halfway to Black Friday or Black Friday sales, and I was like, I don't want none of this, so I didn't have to spend a dime. This one I actually spent because I had extra money, and I decided, what the hell. Yeah, it's amazing because, especially some of those films, there's some that are legitimately very entertaining, like maybe Action USA and stuff. But we know that bullets and champagne, or champagne and bullets, is really bad. That's really the selling point of the movie, is this lawyer, a cowboy lawyer's vanity project. And it's pretty funny. And you were talking about, or Darren was talking about Richard Burton being drunk on Exorcist 2. Wings Hauser is completely trashed through this entire movie. Uncle Bill might have one, or he had like the halfway one, or whatever. Halfway to bankruptcy. I don't know. But hey, go for it, dude. It's your call, not mine. But my call is I got other things to spend money on. I'm gonna redo this ceiling in here, get rid of this shit. Maybe next year. Oh yeah, I watched Gates of Hell Part 2, and what enough that they used to call a nothing burger. And it is not good. And like everybody said, I don't think if it was not with that name, it would still be not that good. But I watched it, and I thought it was a competent, low-budget movie. It just, wasn't great. Didn't have much to it. But when they did that, they whoever decided that was a good idea, they cursed the film. Fulci cursed the film from the dead. Uncle Bill has not done a sub yet, but he is a submissive. He's looking for a dom to fill his nights. With discipline. So let me go see if maybe Dana wants to talk. Because she loves to talk. Hold on. Dana Lynn!
Yeah,
You want to come back here?
yeah, but I lost one of my owls, the little owls that sits up here that fell.
She lost one of her owls.
I know it went under the chair.
It went under the chair. A little owl figure went under the chair. So... funeral home. Well, I'm not saying that. Here comes Dana. I saw Mama blowing Santa Claus in the Kroger parking lot this morning.
I hope you didn't.
Want to wear it?
Sure.
It makes your head look even smaller. No,
I don't have a big head like my brother does.
No, he's got a big old planet toad head.
Well, I didn't say that. What are you doing, Darcy?
Here's Dana. Hold on a while.
You're a nasty old white claw out here.
I'm gonna go watch another White Claw movie.
Now, this looks like I don't have any hair.
You don't?
I do, but did y'all have fun with Steve? Yeah, that's what Steve's gonna start calling the captain's quarters. Fun with Steve.
Happy fun time.
Darcy's in back of me right now. She likes to sit in a chair with you when you're in these computer chairs. Yeah. So, Scott, you think, you asked if Uncle Bill has a Vinegar Syndrome subscription? Heck, he might.
No, tomorrow we're gonna be reviewing this for a future episode of Eurocults.
Yeah, you might want to leave that out, too, because I want to watch that documentary again. You know how much that thing's going for, Steve?
I gave $10 for it 2 years ago.
It's going for like $99 now.
Oh, it's gonna get sold.
No, it's not.
It's mine.
Please don't sell it. But I'm just Gates of Hell Part 2. I've never watched that. I probably don't need to,
it's
do I,
horrible.
Steve?
It's really bad.
Oh, it's stole the cover from Funeral Home. Well, that's sucky. They did that. Hey, Scott. Matt, you said the White Claw's getting to Steve's head. He can't stop raining. Yeah, see, unfortunately, that's what happens when Steve has too much White Claw.
I just had one.
Well, I've been around him when he's had more than one, and like he starts watching titty movies and slapping his leg and yelling and screaming titties, and you're gonna tear your movie up, and then you won't be able to sell it. Oh,
This girl was barking at me.
Scott, I attempted to watch the Joe Bob Christmas special. That doesn't look right, Steve.
It needs to be on a side.
Okay, there. It looks better on that side. Okay, yes, I attempted to watch. I don't even think Steve attempted to watch
I
it.
watched until they announced Ice Cream Man.
And then Steve was like, I'm gone.
I'm out.
Even though Olivia Hussey is in that. Of course, I don't know how well Steve likes Olivia Hussey or not. He may not even like. But, hey, Blair. Yeah, I did attempt to watch it, and I was going to watch Ice Cream Man, but for some odd reason, I don't know if this was a Shudder thing and it was happening to everybody, but like if you messed up or like stopped watching it and then went back, it would start over, and I have never seen the so-called live Joe Bob shows ever do that, so I don't know what was going on with that. And so finally I got tired of it restarting, and I kind of gave up for the night. But I did donate $100 to the charities that Joe Bob and Darcy were supporting on the Christmas special. I got on Fright Rags and gave a $100 donation, and I'm going to get the exclusive Joe Bob Ruins Christmas shirt. sometime in January. I believe they're shipping like the 3rd week of January or something like that. And also Last Drive-In tote bag. I could have gave $150 and got a hoodie too, but I think Steve was glad I stopped at $100. But you know, all the money for that, plus Joe Bob and Darcy were auctioning off things periodically, which there were some things that they were auctioning off that I really would have liked to have had, but I knew there was no chance that I was going to get those. And I checked up on...
No chance in hell.
Yeah, exactly. The prices as of last night were like, for the Joe Bob, there was a Joe Bob Briggs cardboard standee, like young Joe Bob, like when he was on the movie channel. And that was going for $5,000 last night. And I'm like, who has that kind of money?
You want to see my Christmas message?
I thought I heard you recording it, but...
Hi, this is the captain from DEADPIT's Captain's Quarters on the YouTube. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
It was too loud.
Screw you, I just did it for 3 minutes.
Darcy doesn't like that. But anyway, that's all I've got to say about the Joe Bob Christmas special last night, other than, what did you say the second movie was, Steve?
Gator Bait!
Gator Bait with Claudia Jennings. Shh, Darcy, be quiet. Blair, you're asking, do I have a favorite horror movie director? Well, since I'm, anybody that has seen my screen names over the years and stuff knows that I'm a huge, huge Evil Dead fan. So even though technically Sam Raimi's not doing the Evil Dead stuff anymore, and he was doing more, comic book stuff, and then also he's kind of moved into the producing chair instead of the directing chair so much. But I would probably have to say he's still my favorite horror director. Now, I have others that I like, Sean Cunningham, Wes Craven, Tobe Hooper, people like that. But, and they're always at the top of my favorites list. But consistently, Sam Raimi has always been my go-to favorite horror director. At least until he got to stuff like Drag Me to Hell, which I wasn't fond of at all. But, Darren, I didn't really get anything from the Black Friday sales because, unfortunately, I was broke at the time. For some odd reason, like the last 2 or so years on Black Friday, I've been completely broke. So I didn't really get to partake of the Black Friday deals. A lot of times, though, Steve will get me something during the Black Friday sales. I'm not sure if that slipcover that he got me was part of a Black Friday thing or not. I can't remember at this point. But I guess that's a big no to in answer to your original question. Well, she says, Steve said he wants me to watch some Nun movies with him. Well, Wes, I have watched some Nun movies with Steve. Probably the most fun I had watching a Nun movie was when Steve and I were in Austin, Texas, and we went to the Alamo Draft House, and they were playing Jess Franco's Sex Demons. but that, to me, that was fun because it's such a over the top wacky movie. And we were at the Alamo Draft House, and that was my first time ever being at the Alamo Draft House. And there were a lot of people there, kind of, you know, carrying on, yelling at the screen and stuff like that. So it was just a one of those group collective things. Yeah, Steve's got an actual copy of
Unfortunately,
it.
this copy does not have the English dub, but you could find the movie on a certain the website with the English dub.
Oh, okay.
You can tell a virgin by sniffing.
Yeah. Yeah. Steve.
You're not a virgin.
Ow.
Oh shit.
He's knocking shit over.
Look, I'm what's his name?
You're Jeff Fahey.
Hey.
Steve's decided he's Jeff Fahey from Psycho 3 now. I think that was Jeff Fahey at his weirdest.
I think it was the height of Fahey.
Fahey. Darcy wants to really be on this video, don't you, Darcy? And I have a pit bull on my shirt with a Santa hat, don't I, Darcy? Matt, I really enjoy Miss 45. Now, although at the end of it, primarily she's dressed as a nun. Thana's dressed as a nun. How, Darcy? In that movie, because they go to a Halloween party, and of course she's went full on into revenge mode at that point in time, and hides a gun inside her habit and all that. But I really like Miss 45, not for the nun thing, but I think that's a good, I hate to say rape revenge, but that pretty much is what it is. You could just call it a revenge flick. But I think it's well made. I could, it's one of those things, just like I Spit on Your Grave, that you can watch the rape, and you kind of need to see that 20 or so minutes of rape in I Spit on Your Grave the first time you watch it to understand the revenge, or at least that's what the way I feel about it. And then when I watch it again, sometimes I will either not pay attention to the rape, or maybe fast forward through all the gang rape and stuff, and get past that. But yeah, Miss 45 is a really well-made revenge movie. And I suppose you could call it a nun movie if you would like. Yes, Matt, she is dressed as a nun at the Halloween party during the ending killing spree. Now one of my basset hounds is back there. Robert Long, which one are you talking about as a true story? I Spit on Your Grave, which, Mayor Zarkey has said that movie, or at least the kernel of what became that movie, was based on an incident where he and a friend of his, or a colleague of his, saw a woman who had just been raped. And I think that got him where he was like, I want to show you how bad rape is. I mean, people know rape is bad. Normal people know rape is bad. But I think he really wanted to show the damage and anguish it can do to a woman that has been raped. I think he really wanted to portray that side of it. John, I never did get to see his Oz movie. At one time I was going to buy it, and then I didn't. who knows? Steve may have it on the hard drive somewhere, or he probably could get it for me to watch. But you say it's basically a remake of Army of Darkness. It even has some Evil Dead like stuff with the witches makeup. I do think that I heard that back when that movie came out. I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu. That movie is a piece of shit. I'll be honest, Camille Keaton was in it once again, but I don't know that movie, and Mayor Zarky had something to do with this one as well, and I just don't know what happened. I really don't understand what happened with that movie. And the only reason I got the box set that has I Spit on Your Grave and I Spit on Your Grave Deja Vu is because it came with the documentary, and also Joe Bob Briggs does commentary for both films, which I think I can stomach sitting through the Deja Vu again if Joe Bob is doing the commentary. Wes, which one's on the Voodoo account? Are you talking about I Spit on Your Grave Deja Vu, or are you talking about Oz that we were talking about? I was gonna bring up a couple of things that I watched. One, I'm gonna bring up in detail tomorrow when I do the show with Steve and Darren. But I did get a chance at Darren's suggestion. He mentioned, I believe on the last show we did, Advent Calendar. I watched that today. I had to work a Saturday at work, and it's like super slow because Saturdays usually aren't that busy anyway as far as phone calls and computer services. And also we're getting close to the holidays, so that makes it even deader around the library. So I was afforded the opportunity to watch a couple of movies today while I was wiping some hard drives for some desktops that we're going to be getting rid of. But I did watch Advent Calendar, and like I said, I'll go into more detail on it tomorrow. I don't want to go in deep detail on it now. But I also rewatched Silent Night, Bloody Night. I was actually finishing up the end of it while Steve was doing his part of the show. And I don't know, I hear a lot of people say that movie's boring and that basically nothing happens and all that. And I won't go too deeply into it because I did talk about it on a recent live stream I did where I was talking about my favorite Christmas horror movies. But this movie, I say give it a chance, especially if you've never watched it, because it does have a really gory murder near the beginning. I think there are some creepy scenes, especially with the phone calls to the townspeople, and just the overall atmosphere of the movie itself. Now, I will admit, the first time I saw Silent Night, Bloody Night, it's been years and years and years ago when I watched it for the first time. What?
It's Kill Monroe.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to watch it without me?
Yeah.
Steve's going to watch Don't Home Until Christmas without me. That's not right. It's Steve's back there dancing, but... Steve, can you answer Robert Long?
I don't know.
Who's the best Mad Max?
Unfortunately, there's only been 2 of them, so Mel Gibson's got, but Tom Hardy's not bad. Definitely.
Wes says calling Deja Vu a piece of crap or a piece of shit is too kind.
You really want to hurt somebody because you've wasted over 2 hours of your life watching.
Oh
that.
yeah, Steve. Thank you for bringing that up. It's way too freaking long, too. But anyway, I can highly recommend Silent Night, Bloody Night now. That I've watched it several more times. I don't believe CK and Uncle Bill are fans of it. I don't think either one of them likes it. Scott, you're exactly right. You can't go wrong with Mary Warnov. And I actually think there might be some people that disagree with me, but actually this is Mary Warnov at her most attractive, because as Mary Warnov went through and was in other movies, and a lot of it was the part she played. In this movie, she was supposed to be kind of like an innocent, small town girl. And then I've seen her in other movies. She's like a wicked warden and things like that. And so, they wanted to bring out the harder features of her face and stuff. And her hair is so pretty on this movie. She's quite a bit younger on this movie, and it just was not representative of the roles that she played later. Let's see. Yes, Darren. Thanks to Steve, I have seen Home for the Holidays from 1972. I think when Steve first made a copy or got me a copy of it, I think he thought it was a Thanksgiving themed thing, but I found out real quick it was a Christmas one, which really didn't matter so much. There is actually a comedy movie called Home for the Holidays, with Holly Hunter and Robert Downey Jr. And stuff in it, and I highly recommend that one as a Thanksgiving comedy movie about a dysfunctional family. But yeah, I haven't seen that 1972 Home for the Holidays for a while. Darren, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't a very young Sally Field in that movie as well? Because I was thinking she was. Robert Long, I've seen some of the Mad Max movies, but it's been a little while since I've seen them. So, my memory's a little fuzzy on them. So, I probably couldn't give you much insight into Mad Max. Now, Steve might be able to more, because I think as of late, he's watched a little bit more of the Mad Max stuff than I have. Darcy, better get out of there. Let's see if there's anything else on. Yeah, a few decent names in it. But Sally Field was the one that sticks out in my mind right now. Well, Robert Long, I'll have to tell Steve that Mel Gibson's coming back. Because, I don't know, but I suspect maybe that'll make him want to watch it. Huh?
What'd you say?
Robert Long's talking about the Mad Max movie. He says Mel Gibson's coming back, and
Well, the last I heard that they're making a Ferosa prequel movie with Anna Joy Taylor or whatever.
mm-hmm.
So that dude, the director is really good. But he is like 78 or something, so I'm not sure if they're going to make it.
I don't know. Is this about Mel Gibson said is back in the days as Irish Ways, Boomerang Kid.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know either. Okay, sorry, Robert Long. But Wes was telling me he has Oz on Voodoo.
Oz.
That Sam Raimi movie from a few years ago.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. I liked it.
Well, I ain't watched it, hon.
I'm just saying.
I was going to talk about a few other things that I've got in. Not all of them movie-wise. I did get, I don't remember if I told anybody about last time or the time before or anything. But I did get It's a Wonderful Life on 4K. I highly recommend that. I only just saw that movie for the first time last year. I was telling my parents about it, and then they watched it, and they become big fans of it now too. Oh, Darren, actually we're not, Steve might have said the vets, but we're not going to the vet. We're actually taking the two little girls, Brink and Darcy, to PetSmart at noonish to get their pictures taken with Santa. I really wanted to take all the dogs to get their pictures taken with Santa, but we're talking about 5 dogs, and 3, the boys would just drive us absolutely crazy. I think we'll be able to maneuver the girls, pick them up and carry them, put them on Santa's lap, and make sure they behave and all that, and you won't have these 3 boys. And then my plan is to green screen the boys and put them into the picture. Yeah, I didn't know what, Darren, I didn't know if Steve mentioned us doing it later or earlier or what you guys decided, but I'm kind of cool with anything. Robert Long, I was talking about, there's a movie, Home for the Holidays, from the 70s that's kind of a, I don't know if you'd really call it a horror movie, but like a suspense movie made for TV film. And that's what Darren was talking about. Then there's a Home for the Holidays Thanksgiving movie that's kind of a comedy about a dysfunctional family and has Holly Hunter and Robert Downey Jr. in it. Yeah, John, PetSmart is expensive on a lot of things. But that's usually where I have to go to get the frozen food for my snake, and there's a few other things that I have to get there. Scott, you said that's crazy. I first saw It's a Wonderful Life when I was a kid on cable. It was actually during the summer. Wow, that I can't even, I don't know what, I mean, I'm sure I still would have liked it, but I don't know what I just feel like watching it at Christmas time gives me the greatest impact. And I don't know if that's because the first time I watched it was around Christmas time or what. Scott, you say you've also heard the old-time radio recording of It's a Wonderful Life. Most of the original cast was in it from around when it was released. Oh, wow. Do you know where I could hear a copy of that? Because that would be really interesting. I'd love to listen to that. So Steve said 3 p.m. Yeah, we probably would. I suspect we'll be back by 3, probably quite a bit before 3. Because I'm sure Steve's going to want to, we've got an appointment at 12. to get our picture taken. And I suspect they'll probably pretty much stick with that schedule. And then I'm going to get some frozen food for my snake. And then we'll probably be out of there after we do that. It should be on YouTube, Scott. Okay, I'll have to check that out and see if I can find it. Lux Theater Old Time Radio. Okay. I will certainly look at that. I'm also supposed to be getting it, and Steve probably doesn't know. I told him I ordered some things, but I didn't specify everything that I ordered. I did get, it hasn't come in yet. Excuse me, it's supposed to come in tomorrow, actually. But I did get the 4K of the Christmas Charlie Brown special. And so I'm looking forward to watching that. And people probably think, why in the heck do you have to have a cartoon on 4K? Well, why not? I mean, I didn't see any of the other Christmas stuff. And please, guys, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Any of the other Christmas movies really on 4K, like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, stuff like that. I'm like, when is that stuff going to come out on 4K? And more importantly, why hasn't it already come out on 4K? But I also got there's some things that I got. You know, I shouldn't be buying myself gifts here at Christmas time. Let Steve get me some of those things. But I'm sure Steve has got me some very nice things. I had some things on my wish list. He probably picked one or two of those things off my wish list. But I did get I don't know how many of you guys are into the Echo devices that Amazon has, because I know some people are Amazon people, some people are Google Home people, you know, and on and on and on. You know, some people, you know, have one favorite or another. I just happen to have started buying the Amazon devices, and so that's what I've continued to buy. And so it seems like every time they come out with a new device, I will get it. So when the Echo Show 15 came out with a 15.6-inch screen, I was primed to get that. And they're going to have, right now it's by invitation only, and unfortunately I haven't gotten an invitation yet, but I did put in to hopefully get one. Amazon is soon going to have a robot come out called Astro, I believe. And you can see video and stuff of it on the Amazon website, and probably on other websites too. Like I said, I haven't gotten an invite yet, but I really, really hope I do, because the thing's expensive enough even if you get an invitation. But like after that invitation period, when it goes out on for sale to the general public, it's gonna be, you know, even more expensive. So I would rather get it with the slight discount, but who knows. But I'm always like, I love gadgets and robots and all this techie stuff. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully being able to get that. But I love my Echo Show 15. I mean, the resolution on that sucker is, I mean, it's not like a big screen TV, but this is the biggest Echo Show device that has come out. And so I had Steve help me, pretty much he mounted it on the wall for me. So I have it on the wall in the kitchen. So when I'm in there cooking, you know, or making like the Christmas cookies and candy and stuff like I've been making, I can have It's a Wonderful Life in high definition on my Echo Show 15. Those are, in case you're wondering how much they are, they're about $250 plus tax at Amazon. Not too bad a price, and most of the devices that come out even if they got a larger screen. The Amazon devices are about the same price. John, you say you got to watch Gremlins 4K soon. I really like the way the Gremlins 4K looked. Had you seen it previously? Or are you watching it for a second or third time? Or is this an original watch of the 4K? William, you say you picked up the Criterion Collection release of Uncut Gems. The packaging is A+. Yeah, Steve and I watched Uncut Gems, and I don't know. I was just kind of, I guess that was a downer movie for me. It just made me feel down in the dumps. And I love Adam Sandler, but it was just, that was a hard movie for me to watch. Not because it was a bad movie, just because it seemed like such a downer. And there's sometimes when I just can't, my mindset's not that I want to watch a movie like that. But I'm glad to hear that the packaging is A+, though. John, you say you got it last year but didn't open it yet. I'm sadly behind on many buys I bought. Streaming is just so easy to go to. I really agree with that, John. I'm not like this huge streaming person. But Steve and I have talked on more than one occasion about how having all these streaming channels and stuff makes you kind of lazy. Because even though you might have a high definition copy of a movie in your collection, like Steve might have it in his collection behind me, or I might have it on my shelves or something. But when you're sitting in the living room already and you're sitting in front of the TV, and you can just go to a streaming channel and just bring that shit up and not have to get up and go to your movie show. I mean, granted, I know it sounds lazy, but I think that is what having a wide access and wide variety of access to these streaming channels. There's so many streaming channels out there now. Yeah, William, I agree. It's a sad movie about addiction. It's just one of those movies that doesn't let up. It just keeps getting darker and darker and darker. And I've watched other movies that I like the movie, but it's like I have to be in a really good mood to sit down and watch something like that. And Scott, you say you loved Uncut Gems. It was one of your favorite movies from that year. I could see a lot of people liking it. And like I said, I didn't dislike it. It was just a very dark movie, and I have to be in a certain mindset to watch those types of movies. I was trying to think of anything else. I got some other stuff that you guys probably aren't interested in, and they're kind of, unless you guys are some of you guys are the type of guys that spend a lot of time in the kitchen, a lot of time cooking, things like that, which that's great. I work with some guys that do a lot of their own cooking. One guy is divorced, and so he does a lot of his own cooking now. And so I always hear about him doing meal planning and stuff. And then the other guy that cooks a lot is married and got a young son, but him and his wife kind of share the cooking duties, and so I always hear about him cooking these different meals and stuff. But anyway, in connection with my kitchen, I did get a new Pioneer Woman knife set that is absolutely beautiful. For any of you that are my friend on Facebook, you probably saw the picture. And then I got a separate cutlery set to go with my knife set that goes in a wood block and everything. And it's also Pioneer Woman, and it's got a few extra utensils with that, and plus a small cutting board. And then something I've never had before is cutting mats to go on your cutting board, so when you're cutting vegetables or meat or whatever, you don't actually cut up your cutting board, which I hate to do that to my cutting boards. I have one cutting board that was given to me one Christmas by my sister-in-law that has mine and Steve's name on it and the date that we got married on, and it's a pretty large cutting board, and I don't want to mess it up. So when I cut on that one, I flip it over where it's not on the side with the print, and I will cut vegetables or meat or whatever on that side. Yeah, same thing. Spiraling out of control, Scott. Yeah. Uh, Blair, you say Steve doesn't cook. Okay, let me tell you the extent of Steve's cooking. And Steve was a bachelor for quite a few years before I came into the picture. And then kind of spoiled him cooking for him and stuff like that. But here was the extent of Steve's cooking. He could marinate chicken breasts. He would marinate them overnight or a few hours and marinate and then cook them in the oven. Or he could put in a frozen pizza or have canned chili or canned beef stew or whatever like that, which is what a lot of bachelors do. Nothing wrong with that. But, he would eat, canned chili. He would get wolf chili, which, granted, I've had that before. It's pretty good. But there's no substitute for homemade stuff. And, I learned a lot from watching my mom growing up, how she did things, how she cooked her turkey for Thanksgiving, how she made vegetable soup, how she made chili. Now, the one thing that we always had in our chili that Steve does not like is we would most of the time have elbow macaroni in our chili, or sometimes on some occasions my mom would put spaghetti noodles in there. But from the moment I started talking to Steve about things like chili, he said, "No, I don't like noodles in my chili of any kind." And so I found a recipe for a pretty spicy chili that doesn't have noodles in it. It's actually called Easy Texas Chili. Now, I've had some people tell me that recipe is actually not Texas chili. But, so what? I still think it's a good chili, and it's kind of my go-to recipe for chili now. But to answer your question, Blair, Steve really doesn't cook now. Because, I've moved everything. He says I've moved everything around in the kitchen. He doesn't know where anything is anyway. I mean, he knows where the plates and the bowls and stuff like that are, to get those out and use them. But, I've moved things around as far as food products and things like that. And it's not like he's going to be in there cooking, like, for instance, for Christmas. He's not going to be in there cooking or baking cookies, dozens upon dozens of cookies like I did. He's not going to be making fudge. He will eat the stuff that I make, but he's not going to be cooking it himself. Robert Long, you say I grew up good. Well, I had a very good home life. I never had to be a latchkey kid. And I'm not saying anything bad about parents that their children have to be latchkey kids. Because thankfully my mom was able to be home with me and my brother. When we got home from school, my mother was there. That didn't mean she sat around all the time on her butt watching soap operas, which is what a lot of people have a misconception about housewives, that they sit around all day and watch soap operas and don't do anything else. Now, there may be a small percentage of housewives that do that, but my mom was not one of them. She'd watch her fair share of soap operas, but she also did the laundry, did the dishes, would mow the yard, cook the meals, took care of me and my brother. You know, that was a big job in and of itself. Cleaned the whole house. You know, those things are really big jobs, and I have great respect and admiration for my mom for doing that for all these years, and she still does it to some extent. But hi, Emily Ford. Okay, yeah, I got off on the whole explanation of cooking thing, didn't I? Blair, you got me off on a whole topic that was really far from horror, wasn't it? But anyway, I was trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to bring up to you guys. Let's see. Well, I can't think of anything. I've kind of run off at the mouth a little bit. But is there anything anybody wants to ask me or comment on or bring up? Any questions about any future live streams I may be doing or anything like that? I'll give y'all a minute or two to see if anybody comments. I will ask y'all, do y'all have your Christmas shopping done? Because Christmas is next week. I'm relieved to say that I've got all mine done and got my presents wrapped and under our tree, and I think I'm ready to go. I think I am going to make Steve's co-workers try and make them a refill tin of goodies. I'm going to make a few more cookies and put some fudge in there, some peppermint bark and all that good stuff. If nobody has anything, it sounds like people have gotten eerily quiet now. I think I might have Steve shut her down. For this week, and be on the lookout for our show with Darren.
Yep.
Whenever Steve gets that out there.
I'll try.
I think Steve's been drinking more White Claw.
I just have one more. I'm done.
I don't care how many you have. How many movies do y'all have if you had to guess? Oh, together?
Physical media. It's in the thousands because
it would have to be.
She has a ton of DVDs in the back room.
Yeah.
And then I think you do too, a ton in the garage.
Yeah, there were some that I didn't watch on a regular basis, and so they are out in the garage. Darren, you said you're all done with your shopping. Your son only wants money. Well, that's the easy one as long as you got some money to give, right? But I guess I'm going to say adios for now, and maybe I'll shock you guys with a live stream here coming up soon, maybe. What do you think, Steve?
Go for it.
Oh, I'm going to get this Santa hat. The balls beat me in the face.
Balls on your face? So I guess we're going to take off the next couple weeks since they're holidays. So we'll be back. I'll be back.
What, for Christmas and New Year?
Yeah. Unless there's some other random dead pit thing. You too, Darren. So.
Darren, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. So, thanks for everybody. Thanks for the super chat.
Ooh, Steve got some super chat?
$4.99.
Ooh, who gave you that?
Shoot, I'd have to look. I'm sorry. Jeremy? Yeah, it was a guy named Jeremy. Thank you, Scott. You too. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah, you too.
I'm sure Dead Pit will do something here. I might be involved depending on my availability. So, peace out. Have a good and watch this with the other guys.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do or
I
don't.
want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on
No,
YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell. Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.